Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mikey Reacts. Today we're going to be reacting, on this occasion, to something non-musical. It's 12 USA geography facts that no one told you about. So I'm about to find out some more interesting facts about the United States. Like I said, the more that I learn, the better it is for me and the easier it's going to make my move. So learning as much as I can about the US is something that I'm really enjoying. I know a lot of its history already. Now I'm looking at more about interesting, obscure and fun facts about how it is currently. So I won't keep you waiting too long. We'll get to it in just a second. You know how to, you guys know how to support me. There's a super thanks button just down below. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and do that. And that is the way we basically get paid here on this channel. I keep saying we, but it's actually just me. So apart from that, just like and subscribe, and let's get to the video. We've got an advert here real quick.
This is Dave, head of marketing at a ketchup company, about to use Grammarly to handle a tight deadline.
All right, skip.
Check this out. 12 strange U.S. geography facts no one told you about. The U.S. enjoys some very impressive statistics. 50 states, 325.7 million people, 14,146 McDonald's restaurants. Oh yes, and some truly wacky geography facts. Get ready, because some of these geographic anomalies can be mind-boggling. Keep watching to learn which site to visit if you want to be in 4 places at once, how Americans can be trapped in Canada, and how everyone on Earth could fit into the state of Texas.
Okay, so I know a couple of these, right? I know that there is a point, I think it's like on the Arizona border, where you can stand in one point and you can be in 4 places, in 4 states at once. I do know that. And the other thing is how Americans can be trapped in Canada. I think it's right there at the top, where the Canadian border is completely straight. I think it's in Michigan or something, and then it just they have to actually travel through Canada to get to the US. I know that one, I think.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications to join us on the bright side of life.
19 million.
Counting down from number 12. Buildings in New York have their own zip codes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Manhattan is one of the most densely populated areas in the world. It is so unbelievably crowded that there are over 200 zip codes in Manhattan alone.
Oh,
and
wow.
there are over 40 buildings that are large enough to have their own zip codes. The Empire State Building, the General Motors Building, the Chrysler Building, Park Avenue Plaza, and the MetLife Building are some of the lucky few that can claim their own zip code.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Number 11. Alaska is everywhere. Alaska is the westernmost, easternmost, and northernmost state. Wait, what?
Yeah.
If you look at a 2-dimensional map, it makes immediate sense for it to be the westernmost and northernmost. But how could it be the easternmost? Just take a look at the globe. As you can...
I think everyone gets that one, hopefully.
Alaska is pretty close to Russia. The state stretches so far west that it reaches into the eastern hemisphere. So, if you want to experience the northern, western, and eastern hemispheres, simply head to Alaska. Just make sure you bring a really warm jacket. Number 10. You can walk from the U.S. to Russia. Walking from California, Oregon, or Washington to Russia would be impossible unless you have magic powers that allow you to walk on water. But it's a very real possibility from Alaska. During the winter, the small area between Alaska and Russia freezes over. In the middle of the Bering Strait are 2 islands. Big Diomede is part of Russian territory, and Little Diomede is part of Alaskan territory. The distance between the two is just 2.4 miles. Technically, you can walk from Little Diomede to Big Diomede, or from the U.S. to Russia, and tell all your friends about how you visited another country. If you do decide to brave the freezing cold for this trip,
I'm pretty sure they'd shoot you. Don't try it.
Just know that it can be a dangerous journey that isn't really recommended. Number 9. Canada in California. The population of Canada is 36.7 million.
Yeah, it's about 10%
but
of the
California
US,
still
yeah.
houses more people than the entire country of Canada.
Yeah.
California is the most populated state in the U.S., with 39.5 million people.
Yeah.
It's followed by Texas, Florida, and New York in that order. If being around too many people isn't your preference, then Vermont or Wyoming might be for you, as they're some of the least populated states. Number 8, the longest river in the U.S.
Mississippi, right?
The Mississippi River
Yeah.
spans 2,348 miles.
It's a massive river.
That's like the distance from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Boston, Massachusetts. Mississippi is the 3rd largest watershed and the 4th longest river in the world. It would take 90 days for a drop to travel from the beginning of the river to the end. It's that long.
That's pretty amazing.
And its size isn't the only amazing thing about this river. It's home to 360 species of fish, 326 species of birds, 145 species of amphibians, and 50 species of mammals.
So great for hunting and fishing then, yeah.
The river is also the daily source of water for 62 cities in the United States, keeping around 18 million Americans well hydrated.
That's awesome.
Number 7, the shortest river in the world. The U.S. can boast about being home to the 4th longest river in the world, but it also has the smallest. The Roe River is located in Montana, and it's just 201 feet long. It's about 1.25 times the size of an Olympic swimming pool.
Was that
The Guinness World Records had it down as the shortest river in the world until they discontinued the category.
Is that not just a lake? Just a long-looking lake?
Little River is like a small oasis surrounded by grounds that are perfect for picnicking and
No, I suppose it must flow then. It must have a tide. It must flow, which makes it a river, I'm assuming.
views.
I'm Skin Guard. My
Not
protective
advert.
guard gives you that comfortable shade
Oh,
for
Gillette.
sensitive skin. Catch your
Oh,
match with
they had a
Gillette.
bad advert a few months ago, didn't they? About a year ago. Alright, back to the video. Oh, no, another one. Coming to Dubai. See, now you know where I live, guys. Don't follow me.
Number 6, the longest coastline. Which state do you think has the longest coastline? Top contenders would be
California.
Texas, Florida, and California. But it's Alaska again.
Oh, yeah, of course. What am I talking about?
The Alaskan coastline covers
Huge.
6,640 miles and is actually longer than the coastline for the rest of the states combined. So, if you love the cold sea and frozen beaches, Alaska is the place to be.
I've heard Anchorage is meant to be very nice, actually.
Number 5, the tallest mountain in the world. Yes, Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world with an elevation of 29,029 feet above sea level. But technically, the tallest mountain is part of the United States. Mauna Kea in Hawaii is an enormous mountain that's about 33,500 feet tall. So why is Mount Everest considered the tallest and not Mauna Kea?
Some below sea level.
It's because half of Mauna Kea is hidden under the sea.
Yeah.
Mauna Kea is the highest mountain from base to peak. To make things a little more impressive, Mauna Kea is also a dormant volcano, which last erupted about 4,000 years ago.
Let's
Let's
hope it
just
stays
hope
that
this
way.
massive volcano remains dormant.
Yeah.
Number 4, Point Roberts, America or Canada. Point Roberts is United States territory, part of Whatcom County, Washington. The small territory is a geographic anomaly since it can only be accessed by boat from the United States. If you need to go in by land, you'll need to head in through Canada. For Washington residents living there, it must be baffling to live with a Washington zip code in a location that's basically inside British Columbia. To attend the
I mean, that's pretty cool though, right? That is pretty cool.
tourist high school, students must go through 4 border crossings. But the residents seem to like the border crossings as they provide a lot of security. As long as the residents can keep track of whether they're American or Canadian, Point Roberts seems to be a nice, secure place to live,
Very
if
secure.
a little inconvenient.
Yeah.
Number 3, 4 corners, 4 states. Well,
Right, let me guess. Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and Colorado, maybe.
how can you be in 4 places at once? Unless you're on a sci-fi show, that would seem like an impossibility. But you can do this in the US. Just head over to 4 Corners, a rare area in America where 4 states meet. Southeast Utah,
Okay, so Utah,
Northeast Arizona,
Arizona.
Southwest Colorado,
Colorado. So obviously I got Nevada wrong because I think Nevada's over here. So this is going to be, oh shit,
and Northwest New Mexico.
New Mexico. So I got that one. So the only one I got wrong was Utah.
Intersect in a right angle. Thankfully, no strange anomalies occur at this spot, so don't expect any aliens. If you head to 4 Corners, feel free to tell your friends you visited those 4 states. Number 2, border states. Now, 2 states in the U.S. don't share borders with any other U.S. states.
Alaska, Hawaii.
You know which ones? If you thought of Hawaii and Alaska, you're right. Those 2 states might be rather lonely, though Alaska does have a neighbor. This is a big difference from Missouri and Tennessee, each with a whopping 8 neighboring states. Missouri is surrounded by Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. Tennessee is surrounded by Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Missouri. Missouri and Tennessee sound like rather cozy locations. Number 1, Texas is bigger than you can imagine.
I believe if it were not part of the United States, it would still be one of the biggest countries in the world. If it was a
Now,
country.
in New York City, the city stretches upward to make room for the 8.6 million inhabitants. If the world's population lived in such a condensed manner, they would only cover 250,404 square miles. Since Texas is 268,597 square miles, it means that, hypothetically speaking, the world's population of 7.53 billion people could all fit in the
I'm pretty sure it's closer to 9 now, mate.
of Texas. That's seriously impressive for one state. Though it might be a bit crowded, Texas would be a prime spot for holding the world's future reunions. So, tell us, Brightsiders, has this given you a good reason to take out your suitcase and travel to a U.S. state?
That was pretty cool. I mean, I'm going to go to a US state anyway. But these were some really, really cool facts. There's not really an analysis to be made of this because the facts are themselves. But I thought the whole, the little isolated part of the United States was pretty cool. I mean, I suppose it's not the only place that you need to get boat to travel to or a plane. Well, you can't go over there by plane, I suppose. That's true. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I mean, I'm pretty sure we don't want the whole world's population in Texas anyway. But yeah, guys, awesome facts. Thank you very much for this recommendation because I've got a few of these kind of fun ones to do. So I'll do a few more for you today. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you next time. Thank you for your support. You know how to support me. Thank you very much in advance. Have a great day.